You realize nothing, Guzma. Nothing. Those secrets shall be kept secret. You must not reveal your great revelation to the world. You know, I thought the same thing at first when it came to like Fire Red Leaf Green there. But you're getting confused with Pokemon Emerald, I know, because I did the same thing. Like, for whatever reason, I had it in the back of my mind that there was, like, the Mew event with Fire Red and Leaf Green, and then I was corrected in comments that it was Pokemon Emerald, and I was like, yeah, duh, what the heck? What is going on in my head? Like, you know, I don't know how I had that misconception, but, like, I thought the exact same thing. I don't know why. I always had it in the back of my mind that it was Pokemon Emerald that had the, like, Japan exclusive event for Mew. And, like, players could shiny hunt for it, but for whatever reason, I just forgot when Fire Red Leaf Green was unveiled, and I just... and there's Smash Puff. Yeah, I was finishing getting set up here. My Switch 2 wasn't properly set up, and I want to do a little bit of Legends ZA tonight as well, like, grind 2 games at once. Do 2 birds with 1 stone here. And, yeah, it wasn't set up, so I got that set up. Then I was looking over in Discord, and I saw a familiar name join of Smash Puff, and I was like, wait, is that who I think it is? It just showed S and then the ... that you get in streamer mode. So I was like, is that who I think it is? So I had to disable streamer mode to see if that's who I thought it was. And it was, and I couldn't figure out for the life of me how to re-enable streamer mode because Discord keeps on changing where you find different settings and stuff. So I just task manager killed Discord and booted it back up again so I can be in stupid streamer mode. And then, I got properly started over here, is kind of how things are going. Harmonia, what do you think of the starters? I think the bird, the grass bird, is kind of ugly. The other two I kind of dig. I'm kind of digging the fire and the water one. I don't like the grass one. Is kind of what I'm thinking when it comes to the wind and wave starters. Don't worry, Smash Puff. That just means that if they pour Emerald, that means you can spend $20 on Japanese Emerald. Yeah, if they keep the events like locked to regions. Also, like right as I was starting the stream, I wasn't properly here, so I'll just replay it. Guzma resubbed for 59 months here, which is one heck of a long time. I greatly appreciate the 59-month resub there, Guzma. Absolutely insane span there. Do you prefer more, though, or which one you'll get? Fire or water? I don't know, we're gonna need to see the final evolutions. What if the grass one's the best one? The fire one's kind of funny. The,
What's up, nerd?
The water one kind of reminds me of my real-life lizard. Happy is his name. And he's a sweetie. He's a 17-year-old leopard gecko. He's quite the old man now. But, he's still quite the content little guy. He seems quite happy, you know. I like the gecko because it's jelly bean shaped. Do be pretty cute. I wonder if they'll pour Emerald to the Switch, if they'll fix the RNG seed glitch Emerald has. What's the RNG seed glitch? The game only has 1 RNG seed? Wait, there was an issue with Emerald where it only had 1 RNG seed? Really? That seems like a really big error that you wouldn't let get shipped through to a final product, one would think. But yeah, probably get lizard, always get lizards for my starter. Reminds me of Poplio 2. Feminine look, but most likely 80% male, or the whatever ratio that they do there. Here, we're going to Fenax City now. Actually, wait, no, I was gonna go to frickin' Mount Battle before I did any of that. I completely forgot what my actual plans were this stream. No, stop. Spoilers, we're doing that shortly. I actually want to go to Mount Battle this stream, and I completely forgot until just now. Get one of those Gen 7 lizard situations going on there. Oh yeah, I still don't know what to put in, like, the little open space down there. Yeah, it was announced for Switch. It's supposed to be coming out next month, March here. But yeah, I should also mention that with Winds and Waves here, this morning was the Pokemon Direct. I streamed that, and then I immediately went to work because it's a work day, it's a Friday. And then I got home and I watched a movie with my family, and now I'm playing some Pokemon XD, and I'll do some Legends ZA here shortly as well. Because I kind of... Legends ZA is in the part where I just have to, like, grind it like crazy anyway. And moves take forever in this game, so just treat it like I did Pokemon Scarlet and Violet and Pokemon Coliseum, where I just lock in my inputs in this game, and then go at it, like, actively playing with Legends ZA, and then, oh, the move is done, or the turn is done. Pick up the GameCube controller and put in another set of inputs and stuff here. I have to go to Mount Battle for 2 reasons. The first is, I seem to be quite under-leveled, and I'm not at, well, maybe not under-leveled, but I'm no longer at a level where I can just whiz through the game. I was rambling last stream and just playing on autopilot, and I almost got wiped. And the only reason why I didn't was because I just threw a great ball at that Shadow Mawile that still had 100% health, no SAS conditions, and it was caught like that. Because I'm just like the Pokemon Pro. And while I'm not implying that I couldn't just do that whenever I want because I'm such a pro at these games, I think for the interest of a more engaging playthrough, I should probably still whittle them down and catch them that way, just so it's a little bit more up to par of what the standard player has to do. Like, I don't want to show off my Pokemon God Gamer skills too much, rely on that too much. I want to play in a bit of a more normal way here. So leveling is 1, and 2 is I didn't realize that the move relearner needs you to, like, spend a whole bunch of points and stuff like that to relearn moves after grinding it out at Mount Battle. And I waited too long on evolving my Eevee, and now I can't get an evolved stab move until level fucking 53 or something or other. So, we're at Mount Battle to either get points for Thundershock, and or get far enough in that I get the Shockwave TM post Area 3. And then I get a move that's better than Thundershock anyway. So that's kind of what's going on here. As a reminder, let's see here. Cerebi, Eevee, how about? And look at the Gen 3 decks. Is it even worth leaving you as an Eevee for now? Like, are there any moves that you'd learn as a Jolteon coming up here that would be potentially good? Level 23, learn Quick Attack. The first new move that you learn as Jolteon is Double Kick at level 30, but that'd be a physical move, so I don't know how good that would even be on you. Like, I don't know. Yeah, maybe I'll just stick with Eevee for, like, the stab normal type moves for now. Might help me. I don't know, man. I don't know. Find a flying type and name it Windave. Yeah, you're kind of seeing the situation that's going on here, Smash Buff. Mythic ended up naming my starter Zip Zap Zoop, and then started a chain where everybody just chained in and started spending all their channel points to make sure that every single Pokemon I catch is just named Dave. So, this is my fate now. Our party is Zip Zap Zoop and the Dangerous Daves. They're a band that goes on tour. Isn't this the place where you can get Ho? I believe Ho is Coliseum. I don't know what the ultimate reward for getting to the end of Mount Battle here is. 10 out of 10. That's what people are doing. Yeah, glitch is that each time the game is restarted, the seed starts at 0. Yeah, Emerald always uses seed 0. Weird. But yeah, let's see here. Skip through most of the direct while watching it. Went to the end just to see the announcement. Like, I woke up pretty late and managed to avoid people talking about the game. Just covered my hand on most thumbnails and went straight to the direct. Did you catch a water type Pokemon? Name him Wave Dave for the sake of Pokemon Waves. I'm pretty sure I already have Wave Dave. I'm pretty sure Wave Dave is my Spheal. Is what I'm pretty sure is the case. I think Wave Dave already exists. Oh, I don't have my Spheal here because my Spheal's busy doing a freaking party dance to make my other Shadow Pokemon stop being so depressed. But I'm pretty sure I have a Wave Dave, actually. is the case here. Yep. So anyway, I got home after I had done that stream this morning, and I needed to whip up a quick thumbnail for that direct presentation. So wait, why don't I, instead of showing the image, let's just show it in, like, my actual graphic design software here. So I, as I usually do, why is it, like, bugging out at the bottom here? What the heck? Here we go. As I usually do, like, I go in front of my camera here, and I do a little bit of an expression that I think looks kind of fitting. And I took a few ones, and there was this one that, like, I didn't know how I felt about it, but it really cracked me up. And I was like, oh my god, I'm using it. So I used this expression of myself from earlier today, because it's so freaking stupid. That kind of cracked me up, so I did that. And then I started experimenting around in my graphic design software here. I've never tried this before, but I found out how to use, like, the hue shift thingamabob. This hue shift adjustment to, like, change the color of things. I've seen that some people are making memes of, like, the Angry Birds, and I can see it. So I learned how to use a new tool. I learned how to use the hue shift adjustment tool here. And I did that for the little Pomeranian here, which is just, like, the very first Pomeranian PNG that I found. And, of course, we have, like, the slapping lizard gecko meme, whatever the heck. The thing the Maverick was so excited to show me at Fragapalooza last year, and I had no idea what the hell he was talking about. So, I just grabbed a whole bunch of PNGs from online, and I slapped them together here. and bam, thumbnail made. Isn't it beautiful? So this is what I worked on when I got home, and yeah. Anyway, I ended up doing that. But yeah, if you were to beat all of Mount Battle 100 in a row, you'd earn the team's special ribbons as well as the Johto starter or the Hyper Beam style move. Oh yeah, I remember hearing about that. Not so special given that such moves are taught in later generations. Yeah, in later generations you can learn them just like that, but back this time it was kind of special. The whole Frenzy plant and Blast Burn question marks and no idea what the hell they're called. Something like that. The grass one's Frenzy plant. I remember because my Torterra had it back in Pokemon Diamond, my first Pokemon game. Love how ugly Prout is. It's a cute ugly. It's certainly quite the look. How do I participate? Do I just like take the Mount Battle Knockout Challenge? Sure. I don't know how it works. Do I like to make a new challenge or continue an ongoing challenge? New, I guess. I see you're making a fresh challenge this time. Hope you do well in the knockout battles. Blast Burn and Hydro Cannon. Okay, I was right about Blast Burn. I was wanting to say Hydro something, but my brain was going Hydro Pump, and I was like, that's not it. Thumbnail's pretty peak. It's pretty good, right? Here's what I'm hoping. If the games are called Winds and Waves, they clearly showed that diving is coming back. Mostly because one of the name... what to do. It's finally started. I have to calm down. Just have to do everything that Vander taught me. Man, it's gotta be boring waiting around in, like, the top 100 here. Mostly because one of the names of the game is Waves. Hoping they actually have areas way up in the sky that spawn certain Pokemon to catch up there. You mean Winds? Especially because one of the names is Winds? Kind of like flying in the sky from Ranger Guardian signs. What about flying in the sky from, like, Auras or something like that, even? Never played XD Gale of Darkness, but is the region as big as other Pokemon games? It's not really a region that you explore in a traditional Pokemon game sense. It's a world map. Choose where you're going, and then you go through a loading screen of, like, riding on your bike to get there. So they're self-contained areas. There's no, like, actually physically playing going around the world. You are gonna get a little bit destroyed here, aren't you? It's looking like. FYI, you can teach Jolteon on Thunder if you wait until reaching Railgun Tower. Can buy that TM with standard in-game money. Okay, so I can get that at a decent time as well. I'd still like to have something with a little bit more accuracy, just for regular use here. Don't want to be relying on that 70%. I mean, you technically can in Auras if we're counting would you like to put your hand deep in the hole. But yeah, I know what you're saying here. Yeah, something like that would be cool. That would be cool indeed. Alright, should I grind in Legends ZA on the... Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Because, look, we're just going to be sitting here and waiting while this is going on. And I have to get to 70,000 points to get that stupid Groudon and Kyogre. And then I got to do those. And then I got to do the freaking 100,000 point grind for Mega Rayquaza. And then on top of that, I also have to rank up in the freaking ZA Royale Infinite League 15 times for Eternal Floette. And after beating, like, the post-game of, like, getting Rayquaza is when you can do the Zera Aura event. So I still have crap to do in, the Legends ZA playthrough. It's not done yet. But it's just at that freaking annoying phase. So we're doing it alongside this here. I loaded the game into my Switch 2. I didn't really set up a place on this layout for it. I'm just gonna slap it on here somewhere. Like, whatever, man. I don't care. I need to add video capture device. This one is going to be my Elgato capture card. I think my PS5 is plugged into it right now. So I need to fix that. Here, this is a big black screen. Let's move it down a little bit so that things like the alert box still sit on top of it. So if any alerts go through, you know, it doesn't block it or anything like that. Here we go. It can go... I could put it here or something, and then it's a little bit more out of the way for, like, the actual main game that we're... I could put it here. I gotta move these other Daves down, is the thing. Like, I have options where I could move... Hold on. Let's unplug the PS5 from the capture card and plug in the Switch 2. The capture card really quickly. If I can do it, I'm not being like an idiot here. Here we go. Yeah, look. Pokemon Legends Z8, Nintendo Switch 2 edition. One of these days, I also want to showcase the Switch 1 version, and I keep on forgetting. Yeah, something like that is the most out of the way, I would think. But I gotta move all these Daves down now, is the thing. So, like, bear with me here. All these Daves just move underneath the Elgato source, like that. There we go. We have the thingamabob. There we go. That's a good spot. Oh. Like, I know the chat would be on top, but that's gonna make the chat really friggin' hard to read. I'm realizing. Huh. Well, where the heck did I put the capture? Maybe I put it like here or something like that? I don't know. Put it like here? I don't know. Miss Answer, you mentioned earlier about Gale of Darkness region if it's bigger or smaller compared to other Pokemon regions. Sorry, there is no region that you explore. You go to like self-contained bubble areas. You don't explore the region. Well, I could use everything I've learned. Here, just boot this up in the meanwhile, really quickly. Holy shit, Rave Dave is evolving! Hold on. Wait, I don't have this set up either. Hold on. I don't have a Houndoom PNG, I don't think. Because I was not actually expecting that immediately. I don't know what level Pokemon evolve at. Gallery, let's find a cool looking Houndoom. How about this one right here? That looks good to me. Add and format equals original to the title. Then I go ahead and Houndoom 1 there. I go here. Then I add Houndoom 1. Unload image we're not showing so it doesn't lag my computer too much here. Lag OBS, I should say. Playthroughs, go to Pokemon. I found, Houndoom, like this. Oh, it's one of those ones that has like the weird white edges around the outside. Whatever, that's fine, who cares? You won't see it when it's that small anyway. Here, and then we move it like here or something like that. I don't know, hold on. Let me pull up a full screen preview here so I can see what the heck I'm working with. A little bit easier. Houndoom can maybe be a little smidge bigger. Obviously not too much so. Somewhere like there, sure. And then paste duplicate. Call this one Houndoom 2. Go into filters. Color correction. Bring the brightness all the way down. Set the opacity to 0.9. Create a nice little shadowy effect. Move 1 on top of 2. And then move 1, 2, 3 pixels right. 1, 2 pixels down. Create a nice little shadowy effect. And then we move this to around where Houndour is. I have so many freaking Pokemon and things set up on this layout. Here we go. Move it just on top of Houndour. Then I disable Houndour. And then bam! Layout is updated. There we go. Congratulations, your Rave Dave evolved into Houndoom. Is that the rare Hound Dave? Talking about it like it's some sort of NFT there. Yeah, it sure is, Anima. How's it going? I greatly appreciate the 88-month resub. That is one heck of a long time. The longest time on this whole channel, I'm pretty sure. I greatly appreciate the longest time sub here, Anima, of 88 months.
Is that the rare Hound Dave?
Coming up on 100 with one more year. We'll make 100 months. Crazy. So someone complain about Wind's Waves saying the small text of the bottom says it's not gameplay, so we shouldn't be hyped. Apparently the prototypes for Legends ZA look phenomenally better than what we got, and they downscaled to make the performance better. So I heard there, but I mean, unless you're doing a gameplay trailer, pretty much any game ever is gonna have a little tip at the bottom that's like not actual gameplay footage, you know. So yeah, Anima has the most there. And a 3-stream watch streak. It's my due diligence. Is that how I spell it? I don't know, but hellos. No, it is not how you spell it. But I get what you're trying to say. Losing twice to the same opponent. I still need much more training. Oh, shit. Sure? Uh-oh. Well, I think you're making a challenge. Please you return for more training. Uh-oh. That didn't count as, like, me giving up on an attempt, did it? Hold on. Whoa, wait here. I also realized that the Pokemon that I previously wanted at a spot here might not even be one that I necessarily want. And I might go put some snacks at some other places. But hey, we'll go here anyway. What's the status of the... Where the hell did I put it now? Uh-oh. It's a Sandshrew freaking again. Where did I just put my capture card source? I'm moving this onto my main monitor. I'm breaking my neck here looking to the right. Elgato. I put it somewhere around here. Right there. Bam. There. I never even booted into Legends ZA. Jeez, man. Here, we can have it here or something like that. I can always, here. Open projector preview. And then let's make this, like, perfect. Let's move this upwards. That's downwards. Whoops. 1 pixel at a time. There, we can make it like pixel perfect so it's lined up with the bottom of my camera. Or something like that. Oh, it's a wild sand shrew. Alright, Legend Z8, let's go. Okay, maybe I should mute Legend Z8. We don't need to hear 2 games at once. But yeah, it's clearly in-engine footage, which matters for our announcement trailer. Yeah, for sure. Too many games use cinematic trailers animated by a different company. Yep, agreed there. You are gonna get absolutely wrecked if I try to do a thing here, aren't you? Man, freaking... I shouldn't have gone into this with a Rave Dave. Send in Zip Zap Zoop, I guess. Or they remodel all the Pokemon in Wind and Waves because the gimmick of the game is something to do with affecting the way Pokemon models will look in the game? What? Talk about Pokemon Fusion. I don't think that's in the game. I think I know what it is. Do something I read from the Terra League, so. Something to do with the weather, I think. I'm not 100% sure. Beat'em made the point today that whatever Game Freak's other flaws, they don't really lie in their advertising. Yep, that's definitely true. When their games looked bad at launch, they also looked bad in trailers at some point or another. Yep, that is definitely true. Definitely a Shrewd Dave. If I can get Shrewd Dave here. Here, let's see. What the hell am I doing in Pokemon Legends Z8? I gotta pull this up on like a main screen or something like that to be able to see it. Which means... Oh, no. Do not stop the current thingamabob. Move it. I'm gonna do a crazy triple monitor thing. And then full screen so you get like the proper layout. Because if I'm looking over at OBS seeing the tiny screen that you're seeing as my means to play Legends Z8, there's no freaking way. So I'm gonna have Pokemon XD on this monitor. I'm gonna have Pokemon Legends Z8 on this monitor. And I'm gonna have OBS on this monitor. Look at this ultimate streaming setup. We got OBS over here. I got Pokemon Legends Z8. And then upside down here. Uh-oh, did I disconnect my camera? Uh-oh. You can see all the crap that's on my desk right now. We got Pokemon XD. My camera did not like that, but you get the point. I've got the triple monitor streaming setup. I got the monitor with the stream. I've got 2 games in front of me, and I get to play both of the video games. Crazy, huh? All right, what the hell am I doing in this game? I forget my stupid buttons here. This is a freaking... Ooh, look at this frame rate. Playing like other games here lately, seeing 60 FPS even in a menu, and I'm like, ooh, you know, something like that. Here, go ahead and freaking quick attack here. Dear Lord, he's Jason. Dear Lord, he's Jason Dave. Who's trying to attack me in this? Who? Who? What? Who's pissed at me? There's a random Ghastly here. Where the hell am I going again? Also, one more quick attack, please. I'm going to this stupid fighting thing that's going to be, like, through the thing. That's what I'm doing. Just need to wait for the marketing team to explain the region gimmick? I guess so. Guess so there. Saw one Pokemon presents that one good Pokemon game, and now he's going insane with the Pokemans. The hype is getting to him already. Me? Oh, what? This, way. Alright. Oh, shit! I put my Switch controller on my lap, and I hit the stupid trigger. Here, Pokeball. Toss it. There we go. No, no, the new day is dawning. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Oh my god. Get some stupid donut in there. Here we go. Look at this. I'm making progress in 2 games at once. Because these are both going to take frickin' forever. So, we're doing both at once here. Give a nickname to the captured Sandshrew. What a good looking game does to Harmonia. Yeah, like I was saying with the Presents discussion this morning, I thought that some shots look still a little Scarlet and Violet-y, like the one staircase where it's like all just bright and there's not really much shading. And the brighter areas I feel like could be maybe toned down a little bit. That's what I felt about Final Fantasy VII Remake as well, where the darker areas of Final Fantasy VII Remake look really good. I really like the use of lighting in Final Fantasy VII Remake there. But when it's bright midday, everything looks kind of shit and unfinished because you don't really have like the depth of color that comes with like more complicated shading and shadows and stuff like that. Just like bright flashbang. Like I think Final Fantasy VII Remake is genuinely really ugly in the brightness. That's kind of what I'm feeling with Pokemon Winds and Waves from what we've seen so far, but to a lesser extent. From what I've seen, I think Final Fantasy VII Remake is a little bit uglier and super bright flashbangy lighting. Like that game left an impression on me that way. But it's definitely a similar thing. So, apart from, like, occasional shots where it's like, okay, this feels a little Scarlet and Violet-y, like that staircase, or some general bright shots being like, okay, maybe they could tone down the brightness. Apart from that, generally speaking, Yeah, it actually looks good. You know, I think that's the thing that surprised everyone. You know, so, playing Pokemon games at once now. Yeah, it's definitely the Winds Waves hype. Yeah. Honestly, it was the water simulation that sold me and made me want to drink the ocean. Alright, you know what, I don't really care about names at this point. I'll take the, suggestion here. Anima, Shrew Dave, I'll do it. I'm gonna continue grinding monsters to get me Monsty parts. Sounds good there, Anima. Maybe this weekend I might try to beat Monster Hunter Wilds. We'll see. You know, pulling up multiple Pokemon screens is gonna make me look like I'm one of those streamers that plays like multiple Pokemon games at once trying to shiny hunt or something like that. Is what this is gonna make me look like, I'm realizing. Like, but I'm not. I'm just trying to make progress in 2 of my stupid playthroughs at once, you know? This is what's going on here. There we go, get the Shrewd Dave. Here, I'm out of here. Give me a second, I gotta, like, get caught up with, Pokemon XD stuff. What I gotta do. And then I'll commit more to Legend ZA. Here, sure, do some of that. I think there's a Pokemon I might consider using in a cave. When I first started this playthrough, I had like an idea of the exact party that I wanted. Now I'm not so sure, now that I've actually been considering it and like what TMs and different things I get access to at what points in the game. So I'm kind of rethinking things.